Uh-oh, it's a good
You know what? You did. You. That was bad. That was like Pearl Harbored me on that.
Oh. Otherworldlyculture.com.
Jeff is the best.com. No, listen. Hold on a second. Oh, wait. An umpire and a vampire square off week after week, reviewing movies outside their own strike zone. This week's movie, the 1980 Alligator and the 1984 Karate Kid. Starring Ralph Macchio, Robert Forster, Elizabeth Shue, oh my gosh. Robin Riker, another, oh my gosh. Michael Gazzo, and Mr. Waxa Off himself, Pat Moriarty. Now two guys.
Moriarty? Marina.
Yeah, same thing. Now two guys who would be unstoppable if it wasn't for law enforcement and physics. Tim Crutchman and Jeff Miller.
Oh my God, that was more epic than usual, Jeff. I don't mean that as a compliment, but you can take it that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Dead on the Bases. I'm Tim. I'm the Vamp, and I love horror movies, and I have to, under duress, review sports films like the Kaka Kid. And speaking of the Kaka Kid, over to my left, we have our good buddy Jeff. He's the Yump. He will be reviewing a horror movie because, frankly, that's the only way we get him to change his pants. So, now Jeff is best known. Did everybody know that Jeff is best known for not being the mayor of Muskego?
I will be mayor of Muskego.
No, this is what you're best known for is not.
Tim, I will be mayor eventually.
Mayor of Muskego. In fact, my brother and my mother went out to the lodge in Muskego today. They met there so that they could see Mayor Rick was doing a personal appearance.
Oh my God.
And they said they wanted to see the man, the maestro, the alpha, the omega, their everything, Mayor Rick, tonight. That's what I heard.
Here's the thing. Mayor Rick has to do that. I reach out to thousands and thousands on this podcast every Thursday.
Thousands and thousands.
Enough to get enough votes.
Might be a little bit, that might be a little high, but probably close.
That's enough to get me the mayorship of Muskego next term.
Yeah, it's been working so far. Hey, tonight we're going to be reviewing the I'm sorry, I keep mispronouncing it.
Wow.
The Karate Kid.
I can only imagine what I'm in for tonight.
Yeah,
Great.
you can. And Jeff is going to be reviewing
Alligator. This is, look at this. Gator Gig 1990, baby.
Where's
the fourth
that
annual.
from?
That's from Tallahassee, Florida. I went down to Tallahassee in 1990 to watch the Florida State Seminoles defeat the Florida Gators. But I thought because of the Alligator show that I'd bring
That's
it out.
great.
I was going to wear it, but it's kind of yellowing, and I don't want people to think that I'm just, nah. So there you go. There it is. Gator Gig. Go.
He took one into Keister, it looks like.
Go Seminoles.
All right. And have you ever been to Gatorland?
No.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
Was it anything like the movies Gatorland?
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
We're going to talk.
You're going Fiesta first.
Yeah, I'm going Fiesta. Where did Fiesta come
Well, your brother said we went to Trogdor's. I'm sorry. I don't know who that is.
Right.
We actually went to a Mexican place.
They went to a Mexican place. Oh, they went to Tres Locos. I didn't know that Mayor Rick was also going there.
I thought he meant you guys went to a Mexican place instead of going to Gatorland.
No. All right.
They went to Tres Locos. You know what? Here's the thing. There's going to be a new Mexican restaurant opening up where Country Squire is.
Yes, there is.
And they will definitely be giving Tres Locos a run for their money. The best food in Muskego is at the local. We all know that. Go ahead.
Are you out of your mind, Fal? Seriously.
Horror movie connection.
I don't know what just happened. Let's try that.
I think you like
that
having me in
didn't
both
do
screens.
Anything.
You like having me in both screens, don't you?
Oh, more than anything.
Here is Pringle.
Oh, that's got to happen. That's what happened. Okay.
Oh, waxa ana, waxa off.
All
Mr.
right.
Miyagi.
And now I do this.
Hey, can I talk in Japanese tonight?
Can is the big question.
Let me try. Oh, waxa ana, waxa off, Daniel-san.
Wow, we are going to be flagged for racism everywhere.
Why? I'm just talking in the native language of the movie.
Oh, my God. All right. So, I saw the movie Karate Kid from 1984. For Hannah and all the other small children watching tonight, this is the movie Cobra Kai is based on.
Right.
From 1984 to today, still being watched. The Karate Kid is a coming-of-age drama film directed by John G. Avildsen and released in 1984. The film stars Ralph Macchio as Daniel Russo. Now, didn't he manage a baseball team, LaRusso?
That's his dad.
Oh, okay. A teenager who moves with his mother from New Jersey to California.
Joycey.
Apparently carrying only one suitcase. And faces bullying from a gang of karate students led by Johnny Lawrence, played by the incredible and underappreciated William Zabka.
Agreed.
Daniel learns karate from an unlikely mentor and an amateur child batterer, Mr. Miyagi.
Tim!
Played by Pat Morita.
Tim!
Does he or does he not beat 5 children to unconsciousness?
That was his stunt double.
Okay. Mr. Miyagi is a maintenance man who teaches him not only karate, but also important life lessons about lessons.
That sounds like a Jeff word.
You can tell I'm reading this. Important life lessons about balance and discipline. As the story unfolds, Daniel trains hard for a karate tournament where he will face his bullies and compete for respect. Along the way, he falls in love with Allie Mills, played by the adorable Elizabeth Shue, the ex-girlfriend of Johnny. So Johnny, it's established, is an idiot. Yes.
Elizabeth Shue is beautiful.
Yeah. She's
even now
delicious.
Even now, she is just beautiful.
Yes, gorgeous. So along the way, Daniel falls in love with her, the ex-girlfriend Johnny. With Mr. Miyagi's guidance, Daniel overcomes his fears and becomes a confident fighter, who also abandons his friends that he makes early in the movie because of his love for blondes.
Yes.
He does housework for Hector the molester over there.
Tim!
And he beats and torments people.
Wait, Tim is being way off on this.
He beats and torments people that are different than him. And he's kind of an overall jerk, including spilling spaghetti, which is something you should never do.
Wait.
Yes.
Tim was in charge of the meal tonight.
Yes.
And he made spaghetti, and it was fantastic.
That's right. All right. Now, you may be asking, who the F is John Avildsen, the director of this movie?
Yeah, I am.
He did direct the original Rocky.
Ooh, really?
And then, yes. And then he waited until Rocky V to show up again. I had to look it up.
Yikes.
That's the one with Tommy Morrison.
Yep.
It's probably the worst.
Yeah. I took a French exchange student to that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her name was Estelle.
That's the most. That is probably the most memorable thing about the movie. Now, other than films regarding fists, he's not a really accomplished director.
All right.
There is, when they first move in, I should mention this, they move in to this place, and it's got some really disgusting pond pool thing in the courtyard. They get up to, they get up to, I just realized I got the echo chamber on again.
I know.
There we go.
Hello.
They get up to the apartment, and the first thing we see in the background is a scary clown is sitting on one of the shelves.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I tried to find a screen cap of this. I couldn't find it. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to watch this stinking thing again just to get this screen cap.
Oh, my gosh.
But
I'm starting to sweat.
It's, it was pretty frightening. This place is a complete dump that they move into.
Tim!
And they had less baggage. They're going from New Jersey to California. They had less baggage than we did to go to Horror Realm. I mean, what? They were going to stay the weekend?
Tim, maybe someone was after them and they had to just leave in the middle of the night.
Okay. Question for the team. That's you.
Oh, yeah.
All
Bring
right.
on.
Did Elizabeth Shue
Beautiful.
incite the fight that happened at the beach?
Did she? What does incite mean?
Did she cause it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. No, I believe she did. Yeah.
She is just horrible as a human being.
But she's so beautiful. It doesn't
She
make a
is.
difference.
That's why she gets away with this. But if you look, like, Daniel meets all those guys on the beach.
Yeah.
And they disappear in the movie. As soon as Elizabeth shows up, it's like they turn invisible. Whoop.
Right.
And you never see him again. It's kind of crazy.
Do you know that beach scene was the first scene that they shot for this movie? I'm telling you. Just so you know, that was the very first scene.
Yeah, they hadn't had the color corrected by that.
Well, you know that in Halloween, the Rob Zombie one, the first one is a naked scene. So they probably did this scene first so that he was locked into the show.
Okay.
Just saying. I watched.
By the way, one of the best parts of the movie, Bananarama's "Cruel Summer" is on the soundtrack.
Yes, great song.
That.
Yep, I do too.
I feel like the '80s every time I say it. Now, this is early '80s, correct?
Correct.
The kids were all shown playing soccer. Soccer at this time was not.
It wasn't
cool.
a thing. It wasn't a thing.
It was not cool. So I'm like, did they all take karate because they kept getting called names?
Nerd.
because they're soccer players. And by the way, Cobra Kai, I wrote it down. Cobra Kai has a mantra. Do you remember their mantra?
Nope.
It's strike first, strike harder, no mercy. Do you know what the Miyagi School's mantra is?
Catch a fly with chopsticks.
Wax car, strike when they aren't looking, and get drunk.
Whatever. Whatever.
Okay, Daniel totally sucker punches poor defenseless Johnny on the beach. Pretty crappy behavior. Now, by the way, you mentioned the chopsticks and the fly. He would not need to catch flies with chopsticks if he would close the goddamn doors once in a while.
Tim.
Or install a screen door. Why does he not install a screen door, dummy?
Because they don't have screen doors in Japan.
Just dumb. And does... Miyagi appears to have PTSD, correct?
Well, he was in the war.
Well, he's getting drunk, and he's doing this around children. So then he gets into feats of rage and starts beating children.
He doesn't
indiscriminately. I mean, and he's not the only psychopath in the movie. Like the entire country club, they're psychopaths because Daniel falls over, right? And the spaghetti gets on him.
Yeah.
Remember this scene?
Yeah, I do.
Everybody laughs at him. Have you ever been to a restaurant in your life? You have, right?
Yeah.
People have dropped stuff.
Yeah.
Right? What happens?
They usually clap. I'm talking about the waitresses. I don't know.
For the most part, everybody's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
And kind of awkward. There might be somebody that claps ironically. But for the most part, people aren't going up to the door of the kitchen, looking to see who just made a mess of themselves, pointing and laughing. These people are sociopaths. Frankly, to me, it looks like Zabka's on the right side of this thing. And that's really what Cobra Kai was all about.
I got to watch that. I have not seen that yet.
Yeah, basically, it takes the point of view that Daniel was the bully.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
Really?
And it...
Really?
Okay. Let's talk about this.
Sure.
So Martin Cove, who runs Cobra Kai.
So he's the guy in the black.
Yeah, a big guy from Vietnam or whatever. He
you don't know where he's from. What the hell?
He said he fought in Vietnam.
He fought in Vietnam.
Yeah, you didn't watch the movie.
I did.
But
whatever.
Anyway,
everybody our age watched that movie.
Cove, he's just such an ass in this movie. At one point, he turns his back on his students as they're getting their asses handed to them. There we go. So Cove, at one point, they go into the dojo and they say, "Hey, we'll fight at this at this tournament. Until then, leave your hands off of Daniel because Miyagi wanted to get his hands all over Daniel.
No, he didn't.
As much as possible.
No, he did not.
That's
no.
the subtext. You didn't pick up on it. So,
no.
Cove says, hey, nobody touches the prima donna until the tournament. Does he or does he not?
You're right.
Right. So what does Daniel do? He starts taunting them in public, trying to get them to beat the shit out of him.
Tim.
No, he absolutely does. He absolutely does. He's like, hey, watch this. I'm going to go. What a jerk. What a jerk. If you're even a halfway decent human being, you just let that dog lie. But he's not a halfway decent human being. He's a skunk.
He's from New Jersey. What do you expect?
Now, was this movie playing a budget?
No.
No?
No, we opened in 86, so no, it was not.
Okay. Yeah,
But before you get into that...
Because the movie wasn't good enough.
No, because we opened in 86. This was 84. We did run Karate Kid 2 when he chops through all the ice. But which is a pretty cool scene.
Cool as
Ice baby. But anyways, hey, you know that scene where Mr. Miyagi's going after the... You should have brought chopsticks tonight. So let's just say these were his chopsticks. And he's going...
I should have put that away. I don't like giving you sharp objects.
So when he has the chopsticks and he's going... Okay? When he's going like that. Okay? But if he had staple things and he was going like this. Look, if he's going like this. But the cool thing is, Tim, is that he did that and the fly was actually, spoiler, was on a fishing line. But I don't care if that fly was on a fishing line.
No, I thought it was like a $10 million CGI effect.
No.
It was obvious it was on a fishing line.
But I still have to give him credit for getting that because I can put a fishing line out right here with chopsticks and try to catch it, and there's no way I'm doing it. There's no way anybody's doing it. So Mr. Miyagi's got some skills.
Yeah, it was... That's like those guys that put out the video of, I sunk a basketball from mid-court. Yeah, you did.
No, you can't.
That's take 58.
No, you can do that. Hey, aren't you going to talk at all about the magic that Mr. Miyagi has in his hands?
You mean his evil demon powers?
Yeah, how did he do that? He went...
I'll tell you how.
And
I'll tell you how. He's possessed. This is a devil possession.
Then you must have loved this movie.
I'm shocked.
It has horror in it.
First of all, they didn't murder anybody, which, frankly, if Daniel would have died, I wouldn't have been too upset.
Wow.
But Miyagi is obviously some sort of evil sorcerer, and this tells me that next season, you're ready for The Exorcist.
Nope.
Because that would be a good follow-up film.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Hey, everybody, it's Horror Movie Connection time.
There are none.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You don't think there's any horror movie connections?
There's one that I can think of, but that's all I can think of.
Go ahead and tell me which one.
It's got Elizabeth Shue.
Okay.
She's in Palmetto. Okay, maybe it's just more of a thriller. I don't know. I just want to say...
I would call it a thriller, but that's nice that you participated.
Okay, go ahead, Tim.
Okay, let's start.
You do you.
With little Ralphie Macchio, who played the sociopath.
Tim, that's so bad. He was innocent the whole time.
He wasn't even innocent in My Cousin Vinny. Okay.
Oh yeah, he was. That's right. He was in that.
Yeah, he was. That's the only other thing he's been in that was successful. He has 55 credits, dude. The only horror credit he had was an episode, of course, of The Outer Limits in the 90s.
Really?
Which everybody seems to have that. That makes him still a loser. So we're just going to not count it.
You have something against Ralph Macchio.
Actually, he's good in Cobra Kai. In this, I wasn't a fan.
All right.
Okay. Then we got Pesky Pat Morita. This is a terrible photo of him.
Poor guy.
He has 175 credits.
I believe it.
That adds up to .028.
That's right. You're doing this.
A 0.28 average because he only had 5 horror movie credits, which include Full Moon High, and
Happy Days.
Outer Limits.
Outer Limits. Was he and Ralph
He must
Macchio
have
the
been
same
in
one?
Canada. He must. I didn't see
Would that be something?
Well, that Outer Limits grabs a lot of people from Canada. Now,
Literally.
Speaking of lavish, Elizabeth Shue.
Yep.
63 credits.
She is so beautiful.
She was in 7 horror movies. That makes
What?
her average a 111.
Are you serious? She was in 7 of them?
111. Yes.
I want to hear it.
The best ones on the list is she was in the original Piranha 3D.
I saw that.
She was the star of that movie.
I saw that.
She's like the sheriff and all this stuff.
Yeah. I saw it for the wrong
actually
reasons.
a fairly good movie.
I was hoping she'd be one of the girls swimming.
Hollow Man.
I saw that too.
I think she was the female lead in that one.
How do I not remember this?
And she was in House at the End of the Street.
Nope.
All of those movies have been made since 2000. They all came since
She's
2000.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to take down her picture because that gets you very excited.
What? Can I just say something
then we
right
have
now? Just one thing real quick. It's not even that long of a thing.
My time.
I know. It's not even... Well, I'll wait till my time then. Go ahead.
My time.
I'll wait till my time. Go ahead.
Bouncing Billy Zabka, 53 credits, only 3 horror movies. That puts him at an 056, which is pathetic. He apparently was a lead. He was a lead in Python and Python 2.
Yes.
So sad. Then we have
he looks
Macho
scary.
Martin Cove. He's had 233 credits.
Wow.
33 of them are horror, which puts him at a 141.
All right.
The highlights include he was the deputy in Last House on the Left. Hey, where did I hear that before? Actually, that isn't the same movie. It was House at the End of the Street that Elizabeth Shue was.
Yeah.
But Last House on the Left was Wes Craven's kind of calling card that really got him going. He was in an 80s Twilight Zone episode, A Tales of the Crypt. He was in Crocodile 2 Death Swamp, which kind of leads us to our next movie. He was in a movie called Silent But Deadly, which is about my post-meal antics. And most recently, he was in Tu Lava Tu Lantula, which was
That sounds ridiculous.
That's the sequel to Lava Tarantula.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Are you making it up?
This is a real thing.
Wow.
I'm not that creative.
Wow.
So yeah, that's Martin Cove. Then you have talkative Tom Fridley. Oops.
Who's she?
I'm sorry. This is ravishing Randy Heller. Was she the
mom?
She was the mom. This is
wow.
what she looks now with silver hair. She, I'm afraid, has no horror credits.
Because she's smart.
Yeah, something in post-production right now, but you can't really count that. She can boast being both on Soap and Super Train, Alf, and Murder, She Wrote.
Well,
So
murder.
A lot of television.
Murder.
It's good to have a little murder in your life. 7, I have talkative Tom Fridley. He's batting a 115 in his years on this earth. He was at our latest horror realm because he was in Friday the 13th, Part 6.
Yes.
Jason Lives, which this Tuesday, I believe, it's either Monday or Tuesday, we're putting out that interview, that panel discussion. So I am going to count him as a Hall of Famer.
Wow.
He also talks approximately 5 million words a second.
Yep.
He starred in Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, which is very well regarded. I've never seen it, but very well regarded. And Summer Camp Nightmare, which I only have in my queue because Susie Snowflake demanded that I do it.
Nice.
Additionally, you probably don't recognize him from the movie. That's because he's one of those guys on the beach that gets like a hot minute of screen time and then he's forgotten about because he isn't Elizabeth Shue.
And he also is a person that is in that interview that Tim's going to put out that you'll hear me ask a question in.
Yes, you do. But he was the one that was just so...
The guy who left.
Talk.
Who walked away.
Yeah, he walks out of the interview.
Yeah, go back.
To learn more about that, be sure to tune in. So then we have Lovable Larry Drake. He has 85 credits, 12 of them being horror, which means he's batting a 141. Best known as Durant in Darkman, or as Lenny from L.A. Law, where he played a mentally handicapped gentleman. He did a Tales from the Crypt. In fact, he was in the first 2-hour, 4-episode block that they made. He was in the pilot. He was in a TV series called Werewolf. That was one of the first TV series produced by Fox Network. It premiered the same night as Married with Children. Werewolf lasted a little bit longer.
Who won?
Yeah, it lasted a little bit longer.
You're so foolish.
And, of course, he was in the 90s Outer Limits, as almost everybody is.
I'm going to be in Outer
But
Limits.
one of his best horror credits, he was Bubba in Dark Night of the Scarecrow, which I very well may give you.
What the hell is that?
It's a TV movie that everybody, except for you, Jeff, our age, saw that night, because it was like the only TV movie that was on that night, and it was a spooky movie, and it was scary, and even though it was a TV movie, it was actually...
Are you saying it was on once?
It was on TV once. It's gained a second life through VHS and DVD,
whatever.
but people used to talk about it. It's like Boy
No
in a
one
Plastic
talked about it.
Everybody talked about this.
Nobody talked about that ever in my life.
They didn't talk about it around you because they were afraid you would pee yourself. And Larry Drake also played Dr. Giggles, which you might remember was a movie that Dougie Doug from last week.
Hell yeah.
He was in Dr. Giggles. So
Pauly
he
Shore.
played Dr. Giggles. Okay, so you might be asking who had the best averages this week. And the best average was a 141, which means Larry Drake. And by the way, Larry Drake played the guy that was sitting on the truck when they come back.
Okay.
He looks like a hick. That's him. And Martin Cove is the other guy that batted a 141. So congratulations to Martin Cove and Larry Drake. They are extra special.
Yay.
Yes. So I think it is time for me to do that scoring thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. When am I going to score this gigantic waste of time? Here's the thing.
Yeah, Tim.
I know a lot of people love this movie. It's paced okay. It's a little on the slow side for today's audiences, but it's a fairly decent pace. It isn't nearly as funny as a comedy should be. It's not nearly action-packed enough to be an action movie. It's in this kind of weird space. However, it is a movie that after you watch it, you find yourself talking about this dumb thing to lots of people. I don't think it resonated with me because I was not bullied in school. And it wasn't for want of being a nerd. I was plenty big on that. I just think people figured this would be a waste of time. Because he doesn't really seem to care if people make fun of him, which is true. So I'm like, I might give it a good grade. I might not. I keep going back and forth. What I think is a fair number for it is a 7. I'm going to give it a 7.
Holy cow,
lot
Tim.
higher than it probably deserves. But you do find yourself talking about it. I enjoy debating if Johnny is the hero or the villain. I love that.
I never thought that ever in my life.
Yeah, I think I even posted
He's a hero.
in YouTube about it. That came before Cobra Kai. A guy did a YouTube
I want to watch
video
it.
about
Have you seen Cobra Kai then? Do you watch it?
Yeah, I watched the first 2 seasons. I think it's better than the movie.
There's more. Wait a second. There's seasons to this? It's not one show?
It's, I believe, it's either 8 or 10 episode seasons.
Holy cow.
I think they have 3 done. I'm sure it'll be
Are they
corrected.
hour-long episodes? Do you remember?
No, they're half hour.
Okay.
Which is part of what makes it good. It's like, okay, moving on. And what's kind of interesting about this show is there isn't a good guy or a bad guy. It kind of goes back and forth as to who's the jerk.
Is Mr. Miyagi still alive?
Not going to talk about that. You're going to watch the show, I'm sure. So.
Oh, shoot. I got to ask you something, but we didn't do it before the show. All right, just go ahead.
Okay. So I gave it the score. It is
9.
now time. You threw me out.
Did you give it
7. It was a 7. And now we're going to go to your silly thing here.
Whatever.
So here we go.
People are waiting for this segment right now.
They're really, really not. Here is Otherworldly Culture Sports.
Now, I'm going to start this sports segment in with what I tried to interrupt Tim with, which is rude. So I'll start it with, okay, so Sports Illustrated, when we were younger, they still do this. They come out with a swimsuit edition, right?
It's the only edition worth getting.
Exactly, but that was, back in our day, it was primo. Now it's lame. But here's the thing. On that note, that's how I'm tying this into sports. So my top 3, in no particular order, are Elizabeth Shue, Salma Hayek. No! Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek.
My God! This is your favorite. I hate to
and Jessica Alba. So those are my big 3. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Back to sports.
Thank you.
The Bucks got bounced last night in overtime by the Heat, 128-126. And just like that, the number one overall team in the NBA is out of the playoffs. Watch for a Coach Budenholzer firing this week. The Brewers, after losing 4 of their last 6, find themselves in second place in the National League Central, behind the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Brewers resume action tomorrow night and throughout the weekend against the California Angels. Well, no, they're not the California Angels anymore. They're the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And after...
How was that?
I know. And after number 12, Aaron Rodgers, officially was traded to the Jets earlier this week, the Packers will pick 13th tonight in the 88th version of the NFL Draft.
Yeah, you know what I heard?
Huh?
I heard after this whole trade and all this, that everyone on the Packers is wearing a blindfold so that they can do a darkness retreat and get lots and lots of extra money.
Okay. And I'm Jeff Miller.
What I hear.
I'm Jeff Miller, and that's the sports that I know.
And it's so much. It's so much.
You know, you just give them a little bit. 3 stories, in and out.
Like a Polish sex manual. So let's go now.
To what? My show?
No, now we're going to...
I love Merch Madness.
Oh, Merch Madness. I love Merch Madness.
Really? I never noticed.
We have new merch on the way.
We do.
I'm going to reveal it the last week of this season.
We will return you to the regularly scheduled program.
Hey, everybody, get ready.
Let's make some merch money.
Dead on the Bases has Get this high-quality, durable garment at our store or a fine partner location. Get our classic and classy tees that really shine, worn out on their own, made with a super soft blend of ring-spun cotton and polyester to help the shirt keep its shape, as it will soon be the shirt you wear for all occasions. And what else do we have coming in the line?
I'm thinking about getting coasters, and I'm thinking about getting tumblers, like Yetis. I don't know, man. I think we got a market going. I don't know.
As always, Jeff, you are so right. Get this fabulous product now at a location near you. Dead on the Bases, when you care. And when you are...
Open it up, mosquito style!
There you go. Here's the thing. If you don't live in Muskego, you don't live anywhere. So...
Really?
Muskego is the best place on the earth to live.
It really is.
I love Muskego so much. I really do. I do.
We know.
If I had a T-shirt that said Muskego, I'd wear that every week.
You probably have.
If I did, I'd wear it. I don't have one. Oh, wait, I do. I have a sweatshirt. But the weather's been nice. It's going to be 60 tomorrow again.
Nice.
I know. I'm going to put down some seed and grow some grass.
All right. Hey, well, don't sell it.
Well, no, it's...
Don't sell it.
Like,
if you're growing grass, don't sell it.
Whatever.
All right. Get yourself in trouble doing
here.
that.
Yeah, I don't... Do I live in New Berlin?
No, that's meth. Well,
meth, grass.
Same thing.
Crack, whatever.
Right.
Anyway. All right, so this is my part of the show, and we're going to talk about the movie.
We're all painfully aware of it, Joe.
we're gonna talk about the movie Alligator. Alligator came out in 1990.
Alligator.
It is an Ali Sheedy or Ali Sheen or what's her name? Ali Sheedy, right? What's her name? The one.
Ali Sheedy is not in this movie.
No, I know, but no, that's what I'm saying. Is her name Ali Sheedy, the one in Breakfast Club?
Yes.
Yeah, she's not in this movie, even though Ali is in the word. So Ali.
You know who else? You know who else isn't in this movie? Carol Spinney, the guy that plays Big Bird.
Right, but his name doesn't sound.
You know who else isn't in this movie? Pat Morita. Do you know who else isn't in this movie?
Who?
That would be Lenny from Lenny and Squiggy, Michael McKean.
Okay, but here's the thing, Tim. None of them have the first name of Allie, so people might hear Alligator and think Ali Sheedy's in this. So I wanted to make sure they didn't think she was in this movie.
Some people called their Alexa's Allie.
Should we call Alexa now?
No.
Anyways, back to the show.
All right.
So Alligator, it was a 1980 movie,
Alligator.
rated R for R, which is an alligator. And it's an hour and 31 minutes. It's right in that sweet spot of a movie. It's not too long. It's not too short. But there's a lot to talk about. And I won't need this bell at all.
Okay.
So.
What's this shit about then?
Tim.
Oh.
Okay, so here's the thing.
He thinks it's for him, isn't it cute?
No, I just want to say one quick thing to Tim so nobody listen right now.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to spoil this. Should I spoil this or not?
Don't spoil it.
Okay.
You know what? You're still going to spoil it.
No, I'm
but
not.
Try not to.
No, I'm going to try my best not to.
Okay.
Because this movie is kind of worth not spoiling. So this movie this movie is a poor man's Jaws, is what it is.
Yeah.
It is. It basically is because Jaws came out a couple of years earlier than this, like 5 years earlier than this.
Yeah.
75, right?
They're about. Yeah.
Right. But instead of putting the beast in the water, they put the beast in a sewer.
You know why?
Why?
Because that's where alligators live.
Right. And growing up in the 80s, that's all we heard about. There's alligators in the
sewers. It's the number
sewers.
one urban myth back before people knew what urban myths were. Everybody in 1980, everybody was talking about alligators in the sewers. And it went on to be a joke in E.T. later on.
E.T. Like Phone Home?
Yeah, Drew Barrymore. At one point, somebody says, "Oh, it's like alligators in the sewers," and Drew Barrymore's like, "Alligators in the sewers."
But here's the thing, though.
Here's the
I
thing.
spent my childhood worried about alligators in the sewer, honestly, and quicksand.
Did you always check the toilet before you sat down?
I did. I did. You
know
why? Because of Porky's. Do you remember
you
Porky's?
might have went after me, and then you're like, I better check if this is already jammed up over here.
So Porky's, do you remember Porky's? The snake comes up through the toilet. So yes, I did check the toilet quite a bit as a kid.
That happens in Snakes on the Plane too, I think.
It does.
Yeah.
But Tim, what about quicksand? Did quicksand bother you when you were a kid?
Never.
You did. I watched Gilligan's Island, and I thought quicksand was everywhere.
No. Lava.
Lava was another big thing.
Was on the floor all the time.
How did? Okay, so you tell me this: how did kids all across the nation play that same game?
Because it's fun to climb on things you're not supposed to.
But why would you call it lava, though? Who thinks of that?
Apparently, every child ever.
I know. So, anyways, back to the movie. So this movie.
Back to the movie, everybody.
So this movie that I watched this week was called Alligator. It was in 1980. It was R-rated. It was an hour and a half long.
You're the same thing. You already did that.
I know.
Okay,
That's why I started laughing.
Try to tell us something new.
So here's the thing. So I'll say right now. So Robert Forster, who plays the cop in this, he's
fantastic.
Thank you. He is fantastic. He is so believable as a cop that I couldn't get over it. He was excellent. David Forster was excellent in this movie.
Robert.
What'd I say?
David.
Yeah, well, that's who he plays, David Madison. But his real name is Robert Forster. Now, Robin Riker? Riker, you brought her, you Riker. Anyways, Robin Riker, who plays Marissa Kendall, she is very good in this movie, too. She is very pretty, too. She
is gorgeous. When I started watching it, I'm like, and I've seen this movie 1,000 times. This was one of the first This is when we first got a VHS machine. This was when first movies we recorded. It was like on 18 or 24. And we watched this a lot. We were not used to as much blood and gore as the R-rated version has because, they cleaned it up for TV. But I don't remember how freaking gorgeous she was. I was like, wow.
Yeah, she is very pretty.
Yeah.
So the movie opens up, and you know what? This movie does not waste any time.
No, it doesn't.
They open up at an alligator farm, and I can say some of this stuff. They open up at an alligator farm,
the opening,
and an alligator bites off some guy's leg right off the bat.
Yep.
And I mean, they do not waste any time with blood.
That's what they do, though.
No.
That's what alligators do. They run around and they bite people's legs.
If you watch the movie Wild Things, the alligator doesn't bite anybody. He doesn't.
That's because he's going to lick.
No, Lyle, crocodile.
Denise Richards is right there.
No. So, anyways, I'm going to ring the bell for that. Anyways, but it opens up. It starts. It hits you in the face. It's like a right hand or a left hook from Muhammad Ali. You're engaged in this movie. You're like, oh my God, alligators. And then the little girl says, oh, I want an alligator for my house. But the thing of it is that, don't I do a good job? That's a good impersonation.
The man of 1,000 voices, ladies and gentlemen.
So she gets this alligator, this little baby alligator, like a little guy like this.
Yeah,
can anybody see it?
A cute little sucker.
It kind of is. But the thing of it is, I think that's funny.
Like
is that
a 5-incher.
Right. So then here's the thing.
Easy.
So here's the thing, though.
Okay, here's the thing.
But isn't it, the dad was kind of cruel. Because the dad
was a dick.
The dad gives him one, yeah, you can ring it. The dad, I think the girl had it for one day. She was so happy with this little thing. He flushes it down the toilet.
And what did she do?
Nothing.
Did she misbehave?
Nope.
Did she tease her brother with it? Did she lick it?
Nope.
No, you lick Denise Richards. You do not lick an alligator. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, did she put the alligator in the parents' bed and it bit him? Nope.
No. Why? Why did he throw it out?
So in a way, this is kind of like, I'm glad that the alligator survived for a while.
Until you found out what he likes to eat.
Right. Now, there you go. Now, this is where Tim right now is an SOB because...
I honestly...
You forgot.
I kind of forgot that was a major plot point. But I don't think it would have kept me from doing it anyway because I like this movie.
So here's the thing. Yeah. So there's this weird ass pet store owner. And you're just thinking whatever. And... Robert Forster, who plays David Madsen, the cop, goes in there, buys himself a dog, and I'm watching it. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm watching this with my wife and Tango. And usually my wife just kind of nods off during these movies, but there's a dog involved. There's a dog involved.
No, she's not watching for the dog, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's watching for the dog, so she's all happy.
Oh, she's going to kill me.
There's a little dog, little dog, blah, blah. So all of a sudden we're watching it. She's all happy. So in the meantime, she's engaged in this movie. So now I know she's locked in, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this guy, this pet shop owner, there's a golden retriever walking down the road, and Debbie's like, oh, and I go, Debbie, she goes, oh. All of a sudden, he scoops him up, puts him in the back of his van, and there's a bunch of dogs in there, and at first we're like, oh, he's gonna sell them, and she was still pissed because that was someone's pet,
right?
But until she finds out it's going to a lab to get experimentally worked on.
I'm just picturing this whole thing. You guys watching this? Tango's sitting there. You're kind of. He was petting Tango.
Yes, this is the truth, Tim. You weren't even there, and that's the truth.
Oh
He's
God.
right between us on the couch, and she's petting him, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, they went to the lab, and the guy's picking out some guts, and all of a sudden I go, Debbie. She goes, no. I go, yup. And then all of a sudden, the next scene they find, then he's taking the dog parts to the sewer. But what I liked about this, Tim, and what if you've never seen this movie before, okay, this isn't going to win any awards, but this is a good hour and a half. The cool thing about this,
it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun because they connect a lot of dots. You don't know what's going on.
The score is correct throughout the film.
Yes. The thing of it is, though, Tim, listen to this, though. Listen. The thing of it is that...
Listen.
So we're watching this, and Debbie's like, my wife is like, how did that alligator get to be so big? But then there's a common thread, and you're like, oh, that's why.
Yeah,
and then Marissa Kendall, played by Robin Riker, comes into the movie, and I guessed it, but there's another notch that connects everything together. It's really cool how everything is connected in this movie.
Did you notice that the three main characters?
I want to say it.
Go ahead.
I want to say it. I picked up on this.
Okay.
I picked up on this because I was imagining Jaws.
Yeah.
The cop. That's like Rob Schneider in Jaws.
Rob Schneider was not in it because he wasn't telling people about their copies. You're thinking Roy Scheider.
Roy Scheider, the guy who was in Blue Eagle.
Right.
Or what was that one with the helicopter that went upside down?
Blue Thunder.
Yep, Blue Thunder.
Yeah.
So he's him.
Directed by John Badham.
Right. Exactly what I was going to say. Robin Riker is Johnny Louis Dreyfus, or John Dreyfus, or Louis Dreyfus. No, what's his name?
Richard Dreyfus.
Richard Dreyfus.
Yeah.
So she's the biologist person.
But shaved. She's shaved.
And we know that, yeah. And then Michael Gazzo is, then he's like the mayor. He's like the mayor.
No. The mayor is like the mayor.
Right. Who's going to be
the mayor?
Well, who's Quint?
Quint would be the great white hunter that went after him.
Oh, the guy that wait, let me go this way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But and the thing of it is that his name is Henry Silva. And that's the thing, right? But listen, can I say it? Yes. But just like Quint gets eaten,
he gets chopped.
So does Henry Silva. So you got to think to yourself what I'm thinking out loud.
And now you're saying
it travels parallel with the other movie.
It does, and I think it's just a lot of fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously.
No.
Now, I know you haven't given me the score yet.
No, don't.
But
don't
I think you need to give me an additional point because unlike me kind of spotting you a point last week,
you didn't spot me crap
for the athlete smoking a cigarette just before jumping into bobsled. This one actually had a journalist lighting up a cigarette in the hospital. How freaking hardcore is that?
Well,
that is so 1980s.
That was back in the day.
I love it.
Yep.
The other favorite moment I have, they're going into the sewers, and somebody says, "Well, how do we know if we found an alligator?" He says, "Well, you go in the sewer, you look for some shoes, handbags, and luggage."
Yes, that was good. Now, the thing that I thought,
good stuff.
I thought was unique was, okay, so I got to go back so I got these names right. I want to get everybody's name correct.
Yeah.
So when Robert Forrester and Robin Riker get together for the first time, this is something else.
They're making the beast with two backs.
Uh-huh.
Now, go on.
Okay, so, but get this, though. Now, listen to this. So this guy, I got to give him props because he's talking to her, he's like, and I'm going to paraphrase because I don't exactly remember, but he's like, I want to know if I take you out for dinner, are we coming back here tonight? And you heard that scene. I'm like, holy balls. I'm like, that guy's got it going on. And she's like, all right. All right. So, and the thing of it is that they do get back and they do get it on, but then he treats her like crap. And then they split up and the next day they're back together again.
Apparently women like that.
And wasn't it something where he goes and he's talking to the mom and all of a sudden, she comes down and her.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the mom. First of all, that scene was unnecessary.
It was. It was just so they could get back together again.
It's part of the charm of it.
Yeah.
But she's freaking nuts with the evil eye.
Oh, I know.
Let's see your evil eye. Let's see it.
Oh, I do it like this. I go. Oh, wait, that's the one I was closing. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I don't know, but
okay.
Oh, I want to say something else.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, can you say something first?
Yeah, I'll
go ahead.
Yeah, fine. So they're going to the wedding near the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, God.
And they're checking. They're trying to get in.
Ooh,
and there's guards. Wait.
Oh! What are you doing? Why would you put David Gruber on there?
What? What are you talking about? I don't see him.
That is the worst. Now I'm already... You just lost a few points now.
What happened? What are you talking about? These are pictures from Alligator. Anyway, so they get to the wedding.
Who does this?
And there's a guard, and he's checking a list to see if they're on there, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you're not on the list. But there was a clown. He said, oh, are you the clown? First of all, how do you not know he's not the clown? Second of all, it's a wedding, right? For
Wait, why would there be
adults. Why is there a cloud at this wedding for adults?
You're right. You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
My God.
So here's the.
I just don't get it.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Tim might have got an extra point, but Tim definitely lost a point. Why would you? That scene's not even in the movie.
What are you talking about?
If you wanted,
what are you talking about? Really?
I'll wait till it comes out.
There's people that listen to the show do not know what you're talking about.
David Gruber, one call. That's all. Yeah. You don't call him because unless you're like injured in the crash, he will not deal with you. All right. But here's the thing, though. He's not even in this movie. If you wanted to get an extra point out of me, you would have had David Gruber getting eaten by the alligator.
Oh.
Instead, you superimpose him next to a white Jeep. I have a white Jeep.
No, we've established it's a different color.
Why? Now. Where's it coming? It should be coming up here. I cannot wait to see it again.
I think you were seeing things, and I feel sorry for you.
Okay, because I don't see it again. Really Maybe I did see something.
Right.
All right, but I want to say something about the alligator.
Okay.
Now.
The alligator looks cool.
Now, he does. He looks very good. There's some scenes in there where I think it's a real alligator on a small scale.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
All right. So then the other thing, I'm watching for DG. He's coming up.
That's not him.
He's coming up.
It's not.
But I feel like I'm gonna look away and I'm gonna miss him. So here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, that guy deserved to die.
Well, he was smoking in the hospital.
Oh, where is that? Tim, I swear,
it wasn't in here. Get out of here.
Okay, so back to my story. So the thing about the alligators, Tim, or alligator or whatever it was, he gets around that city pretty good, doesn't he? He's like here and he's here and he's here and he's here. There's no way he could have got around all those places, Tim.
In the sewer.
No.
Got this
he
sewer.
was on top of land. He was on top of land.
Around.
He's down an alley, and now he's over here. And then what about the guy who did shoot him? Where is he again? Hold on, let me find him. Right here, Henry Silva.
That was the Great White Hunter.
Right, but listen to this. He had a gun right on him. And he shot him, and nothing happened.
It's an alligator. They're armor-plated animals.
I don't know. Anyways,
right,
I'm getting back to the thing. Wait, where's Gruber?
You're making stuff up, and it makes me
Other
sad.
people in the chat, did you see David Gruber?
They didn't see anything.
Reporter
all right,
takes a
what's
pick
your
of
score?
killer. All right, so here's the thing. Oh, whoa, one more thing. One more thing that is like the alligator being all over the place.
Okay.
Are you sure that this movie wasn't like shot in Missouri instead of Chicago?
It was shot in Missouri.
Why did they say they were in Chicago then?
Because sometimes
did you see all the Missouri plates?
Changes the location.
Did you see all the Missouri plates? Did they not think that Jeff Miller would be watching this movie?
They knew that you'd be reading the IMDb trivia. Okay, let's go.
How about I watch the movie that close?
Okay.
Wait.
All right.
Tim, time out. You've known me for enough seasons now, season 6.
Actually, you did get one piece of IMDb trivia completely wrong so far, so I know you didn't read it.
Okay, but you know that I watch these movies.
Yes, I know you.
And there was not an Illinois plate on there once. But there's a David Gruber, and I'm waiting for that SOB to come back up.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, so
let's
you want
to do the score. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm giving this score because of Robin Riker.
Yeah.
And because this was a fun movie.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a solid 7.
Yeah. That's fair.
That's legit.
That's fair. Hey, it's a fun movie, and everybody should see it.
And I didn't give away the ending. How do you like that?
That was an extra special plus.
And I didn't give out Robin Riker's part in this, which I wanted to talk about so bad.
And I could have given out her phone number.
Ooh.
And I didn't do that. So
she could pop into my top 3. Maybe.
You never know.
Hey, so Tim.
It's trivia time, baby.
Tim.
Yeah.
If you're running a race and you are in second place and you run in front of the person in first place, what place are you in? Oh, that's not right. Forget it.
Yeah.
I screwed the question up. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's all right. Am I doing trivia first?
Damn it. Yes.
Now remember, I read 3 statements.
Damn.
One of them is false.
Yeah.
One is false. One is false, and 2 are correct. I screwed that up last week.
Get out of the chat.
What?
Get out of the chat. I want someone to give you no answers.
And we both gave 7, so I can get those in there.
Siete, if you're talking in Espan. If you're watching this movie, or if you're watching this podcast in Mexico City, each score was a siete.
Which isn't
Nope, you just gave it an 8. Oh, no, you're not in season 8, or inning 8. Siete.
Oh, my number lock came off. Okay, now we're back in business. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Are you ready? Here's number one. Robert Forster's third wife was Pam Grier. Pam Grier, who we met on the set of Jackie Brown.
Okay.
The next one is, unlike the lumbering speed in the movie, a real alligator can run as fast as 30 miles per hour in short bursts. Greyhound dogs can only run up to 40 miles per hour.
Okay.
The mayor, played by Jack Carter, is a well-known comedian. If you need to look at the mayor, I'll let you look at the mayor. That's the mayor, Jack Carter.
I know who he is. All right, so here's the thing. No, I didn't really know. So here's the thing. Now, the thing of this is, Tim, is that if you did this to me, I'm going to be pissed.
Okay.
Because the number 3, I believe that's true about alligators. No, number 3.
Okay.
I believe that's true about
Once
alligators.
Again, he's looking at my notes.
I think that's true about alligators. And if greyhounds can run at like 39 miles an hour, that's bullshit. So that's gonna be something I'm gonna probably walk away.
Okay.
The next one is the mayor played by.
I should write that down in case I need that.
Jack Carter. Jack Carter's smiling over here, so I think that's going to be true. And Robert Forster's third wife was Pam Grier, who we met on the set of Jackie Brown. Now I know Jackie Brown is a movie with Pam Grier in it,
and Robert Forster.
I don't know about that. I don't know if he was actually in that one, but his third wife. I don't know. See, that could be the tricky too. It could be your second wife.
Wow.
So
it's so many layers.
So many layers of deceit by my friend Tim Kretschmann. Can they run at 30 miles an hour, though?
I'm hoping you get this right.
Can he run at 30 miles an hour in short bursts? I think that could be true.
I really do.
Because they tell you to run in a zigzag. They tell you to run in a zigzag from alligators because they can't.
Nobody has ever said that.
They can't zigzag. So the one that's false, Tim, the one that's false is the Robert Forster wife one. That's false.
The Pam Grier.
Yes.
You are correct. That is false.
Yeah. Yes. Did you do everything right this time?
Yes, I did.
Can I actually be happy?
Did you notice me kind of waiting and thinking, okay, now is that the right way to go? That is incorrect, but Robert Forster was in the movie Jackie Brown with Pam Grier, and they do hook up in that movie.
I know. I was just trying to throw you off by acting I was dumb.
The alligator can actually run up to 30 miles per hour, which is as fast as most dogs for a short burst. Greyhounds are the fastest of all dogs, and that's why they can get up to 40 miles per hour.
I will put my...
Jack Carter is an incredibly well-known comedian. That should have been the giveaway. What also could have been the giveaway was when I said that one is false. One is false. One is false 3 times during my description of tonight's.
I don't need those. I don't need help. I figured them all out.
Yeah, but it's more fun when I do that.
I know, but the thing of it is that my dog is probably faster than a greyhound.
Past you. Okay, let's go.
My dog is faster than a greyhound.
Read me your.
Do you not care about Tango?
Do I not care about Tango? No, I think he's a great comedy.
He's faster than a greyhound.
No.
Yes.
A snickerdoodle?
It's a sheepadoodle.
Yeah, same thing.
Wow, Tim. I really don't even know where to go with this.
All right, let's go. Come on, baby.
All right.
The Caca Kid.
Here we go.
The Caca Kid.
Bruce Lee is known for his karate.
Yes, he is.
In this movie, there are 2 people in this movie
Right,
that are
martial arts, not karate.
Yeah, I can't answer that one because I didn't write down the whole answer.
Yeah, okay.
So forget that one. All right.
All right, we're forgetting that one.
Okay, did you remember the beach scene? The red hat on the drunk on the beach scene is actually that of the Washington Senators who played Major League Baseball from 1962 to 1971. Then they moved to Texas until they came back from Montreal in 2004. And they became the Washington Nationals. It's the same color red and white scheme. Ralph Macchio is in every scene of the movie except one. Sean Penn and Charlie Sheen turned down the movie Karate Kid. Charlie Sheen was trying out for the movie Grizzly 2.
Charlie Sheen would have been good in it. Sean Penn, I'm not sure.
As like Sam,
I'm gonna say the one about Charlie Sheen and Sean Penn is not true.
Really?
Because he had a lot of detail on the Washington Star, and you knew I wasn't gonna listen to that whole answer anyway. I got bored about halfway through it. So, and I don't want you to repeat it because frankly I couldn't take it. So I'm gonna say the third one is false.
Which is the Charlie Sheen one?
The Charlie Sheen one.
That's wrong.
All right.
Ralph Macchio is actually in every scene of the movie.
Every single scene.
Yep.
He isn't in the flashback.
He's in every scene of the movie.
He's not in the flashback.
I wrote it down.
It's okay.
I wrote down.
I'll let you have this again.
Do not do that. You know I'm right. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
That's fine.
No, it's no. Fine. Fine is the
fine.
worst word in the world
Fine.
because
It's
people
fine.
that say fine don't believe anything.
I can't think of a scene where he wasn't in it.
Okay, there you go then.
So that's fine.
Wait. Okay, go ahead. So what's the score, Tim?
He wasn't in the shitter with Johnny Lawrence when he's
You're
pooping.
an ass.
He wasn't in there. He
Tim.
should have been in there.
Tim, what if he was? What if he was like kicking
a
him?
little poopy?
Tim.
Should have been taking a little poopy.
Tim, where's that?
Poopy.
Tim.
Hey, folks, we're at inning 8. 71 to 81. I have not been mathematically eliminated, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough when I beat Jeff so badly in the last inning.
Well, I feel bad now because you don't believe me.
No, I do believe you. No, I do.
I don't know.
I'm thinking I forgot something.
How come I can't find trivia on here?
Because I thought there was a scene where Daniel was sneaking into the country club, but we get to see Elizabeth and William Zabka dancing. And he joins the scene
There you go.
later.
So he's in the scene.
I don't know. It depends how you define a scene. So, yeah, he's in most of it. Yeah. I mean, had he been in less, I might have liked the movie more, and you would have got a point that way.
You don't like Ralph Macchio, do you?
I think he's a jerk as a character in this movie. I think he's a good actor. I love My Cousin Vinny. I think it's great, and I think he's
Does
better
your cousin
than
Vinny
the
love
other,
you?
is better than the other kid that's in that movie.
Yeah, that guy I don't like at all. He could.
No.
They could give him the chair.
Yeah, Macchio was the only thing that was good there.
How do you?
And Macchio is extremely good in Cobra Kai. Extremely good.
How do you feel about Marissa Tomei winning the Academy Award for that?
It was a supporting actress role. Supporting actress roles typically go to a young hottie. And I'm not even kidding. You can go through. It's like usually it's either young women that are at the beginning of their career or old bats at the end of their career. That's just how that one tends to go. Now, Best Actress is pretty much mature actresses kind of at the 3/4 mark of their career. But supporting actress, I actually thought she was very good in that movie, and I was happy to finally see a comedy win a damn Academy Award, and she was one of the funny people in that movie. Had she been not funny in the movie, I would have been pissed. Now, Fred Gwynne, who plays the judge, he should have won an Oscar.
Okay.
He should have won an Oscar, period, just for still being alive.
Let me ask you a quick Academy Award question since we have this before we close this down.
Yeah.
What determines supporting actress and like the supporter and the regular
That is the argument as long as time.
Because was there an actress in My Cousin Vinny? Was there like a main actress?
No. They typically do it based on how much screen time you have.
All right.
However, there are lots of examples of people being declared best actor, and they had so little screen time. Like, I believe Hannibal Lecter,
yes.
Silence of the Lambs,
yeah,
he won best actor, and a lot of people are like, he's in like 12 minutes in a movie.
Right.
What the friggy, you know? And yeah, I think best actor in that movie is Scott Glenn, the head of the FBI, not Hannibal Lecter. He's a supporting actor. But I get it. He's the guy that everybody talks about when you're leaving the movie theater. You aren't talking about, hey, that guy that played the FBI agent was really cool. They're not talking about him.
It's sort of like how I think Tony Moran got ripped off for his portrayal as Michael Myers in 1979 in Halloween. He should have been up for that best supporting actor role.
Let me put it this way. That guy's still making money off of a 6-second
6
cameo.
seconds, people.
6-second cameo. I am not thinking the words ripped off are coming anytime soon.
So definitely go and watch my interview with Tony Moran from this past horror realm. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. And it's got more views than my interview for Terrifier.
Which is awesome. His interview is awesome. You people got to watch it.
Jeff's is very good. Apparently, there's something in Jeff's interview that isn't on any of the other 5 million interviews with him. So, congratulations.
Thanks, Tim.
We were all like, holy crap, I never heard that out of his mouth before. You even knew where he played baseball and stuff. It was impressive what
Thank you,
all
Tim.
pulled out. We were all very proud of you. Oh, you know what? I skipped something.
Did you?
Yeah. I forgot that we got a show next week.
Hell
I
yeah.
haven't told people about
this is the
yet.
final inning.
Final inning.
Whew.
And we are going to have, you gave me some, what is this piece of shit that I'm
Tim.
What
It's
is it?
42. It's the Jackie
42.
Robinson story.
Okay.
This is a fantastic movie. Help me
Now,
out.
is this about counterterrorism because it's 24 backwards?
No, but what is
Okay.
it? Help me out. The guy who plays in Black Panther, what's his name? The main character. What's the main character?
Black Panther.
No, it's like Chia something or
Chia Pet.
no. What is it, Tim? Help me out here.
I don't know what.
Okay,
I am not going to help you.
Whoever's the main character in Black Panther and who also plays in NFL or plays in Draft Day, so he's going to be a Hall of Famer, is the main character.
Grover Cleveland.
Nope, he's the main character in 42. He plays Jackie Robinson. Tim, this is a good movie. This isn't going to be a slapstick funny movie. This is going to be a history movie. This is a good movie.
Most of your movies aren't any fun.
You had fun with Slapstick. Or what was that the name of it? No, Slapshot. Oh, Tim.
My movie, I actually know. It's called Child's Play. It is the beginning of the Chucky films. It's directed by the same guy that made Fright Night, which Jeff just absolutely loved. So he's in for finally another scary one for Jeff.
Yeah.
He has not wet his pants recently.
It's a doll,
So-
Tim. It's a doll. It's not going to... I would knock it over with my foot, okay?
Yeah. I think Tango would be of more help than you,
All
to
right.
be honest.
I'm Child's Play. Oh, my name is Chucky. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man of 1,000 voices.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, well, you have to. So
I know.
It's not like you have a choice. It's Chadwick Boseman.
That's
by the
it.
way.
CB.
I knew if I'd wait long enough, it would end up in the chat.
Who's T'Challa?
T'Challa?
T'Challa.
T'Challa. T'Challa.
Oh, okay.
T'Challa pet.
It's not it.
No?
Chia Pet.
Chia?
Anyways.
Hey, I
Tim,
want to thank all the bots that came out to see us. Hannah came early and then ran off. I don't know that I saw Susie.
Oh, thank you,
But we
Trogdor.
have had Trogdorsk and Swobet here the entire time.
Thank you,
So
Swobet.
want to thank them for being, even though Swobet missed the opening.
She did.
Yeah.
The opening is a lot of fun, Swobet. You gotta love the opening.
You know, she ain't so quick anymore.
But if you think about it, all she has to do is go back and watch the opening, and she can turn the rest of it off.
We don't say anything about meth or New Berlin, hardly ever.
Oh my God.
All right. So it's time to close the crypt and call the game. Thanks to all of you for watching. And remember to share and subscribe to our show and feed. You can find the show at otherworldlyculture.com and follow the show on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Pandora, iHeart, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and other fine places you find podcasts. So remember, everybody, remember, everybody, if it's sports, it's a home run. If it's horror, run home! We're Dead on the Bases, and we'll see you next time. Woo!
Tim Kretschmann is awesome.com.
Especially when he makes spaghetti and meatballs.
Exactly. That was good stuff.
Yeah, the garlic bread was good, too. I like the
I had nothing to do. I went to the store. I went to the pig.
Yeah.
The pig is my place. I love it. It's my...
Now we're going to hear about how the pig does not trigger you.
It doesn't. I love the pig.
That's great.
The only way I'd be
Something
triggered
that
is
doesn't trigger you.
if David Gruber was there. I would never go to the pig again. If I ever saw him there...
I can't believe you just rip into a prominent lawyer in this area. He might sue you for just kind of being a prick.
Vote for Jeff for mayor.